Okay, uh, welcome back. I'm Spirited Dragon, and this should be the last video in the edit move. It's a little more advanced for builders. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is gonna res a box, and I'm not gonna go over the other stuff that I went through in the other videos. What I'm gonna show you are the measurement tools, how to line up your floors and walls, and use the snap tool measuring tools. Okay, first thing I'm going to do when I have res the box, I'm going to go to my Objects tab in the Edit window. We are going to select Leave It on Move, and what I want to do is I want to center this box, okay, so that our numbers are even. The red arrow represents the x-axis. If I use my snaps, you notice that the top measuring scale, you will see that when I snap there, the 28 meters lights up. The next line over that doesn't have a number is 28.5. That's the halfway mark. Alright. Likewise, we want to center the green arrow representing our y-axis. When you grab and hold that, you'll notice there's another scale along the sides of it. Okay. These snaps represent coordinates. So long as you look in this X and Y and they are rounded off, then they're centered. That's what we want so we can get an even build. My Z, okay, I put my platform at 200 exactly. So when I res my box right on the platform floor, the box is at 200.5. So I know it's rounded that way. You're going to need these things rounded for measuring. If I want to do a 10 by 10 and I got it centered, I'm going to go to my stretch. When we notice the color boxes, they run the same way as the move. Red is still on the red axis. Green is still on the Y axis. So all I have to do is punch in the numbers, highlight the X in the edit box, punch in 10, enter. That's 10 meters long. From the center, 5 meters out each way. I then do the same in the green field, the Y axis, 10. From the center, 5 meters out each way. That's a 10 by 10 perfect box. Okay. Now that I have my floor, I want to build my walls so that they are aligned, perfect, and snapped. I'm going to start with a solid wall. So this left wall over here is not going to have any windows. So I'm going to build on this side. So I'm going to select build. I'm going to touch right on top of the floor. That makes the box flush to the floor. There's no space in between underneath the box. Staying in the move position, I grab the arrow and I'm going to move it half line at a time. Okay? When you see the video, you'll see the scale, and pushing it there goes halfway over, and snapping to the other line, it leaves a space. What I have to do is go to the stretch, and on that red axis, the x-axis is still red. I need to change the 0.5 to 1. So I highlight the field, type in 1, hit enter. I don't have to move anything because it's already stretched from the center out. If you happen to have it way over here on the side, just grab the arrow, snap it back. Okay. This is where you have to be careful. We now want to take this red side box, the red axis, and bring it back over. But I don't want to estimate. I'm going to come up here on the scale. The first line is 0. The next line is 0.5. The following line is 1 meter. If I drag it back to the first line and let go, this box, if you look at the measurements, size is 0.5. Perfect. Okay, now we're going to cheat. I now select the move button. And I'm going to move on this green axis. You're going to see this in the video. Okay? What I do is I select the floor. It still shows me a green axis. If I go to the green field, now while I have the floor selected, highlight the numbers in there, Control C to copy it, touch the box, highlight the green in for the box on the y-axis, Control V, paste the number in there, hit enter. That box is now centered to the floor and aligned to the edges. The floor is 10 meters wide. All I gotta do is go to stretch, go to that green line, the green field, the y-axis, highlight the field, type in 10, boom. 5 meters out on each side, the wall is now exactly centered to the floor and the same exact distance. They are lined up perfect on all 3 edges. This edge, along this edge, as you can see, and along this edge. Now, I want to make my walls 5 to 6 feet high. I reselect my wall, what's going to be my wall. I'm going to click stretch. Make sure that my stretch both sides is unchecked. I'm going to grab the blue box on top of what's supposed to be my walls. And if you look, if you're facing straight forward and you pull that blue box up, you're going to see the scales on the side. Take your camera view over here, go up, come back, grab the blue box again, move the arrow over into the scales, and go up until that little white arrow there matches the line, 6 feet high. If I let go while I'm holding over here in the scales, it will remain at 6 feet. If I look in the edit box in the Z under size, I will see it says 6.000. Perfect 6 feet high. Okay? I'm going to end this video here, and in the next video we'll continue in the building, and I'll show you how to make a simple door and simple windows.